It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Vikings burner at wide receiver. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Vikings and the Packers on Sunday night.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times.
The Vikings offense in the midst of a perfect season. They get their first possession here. And all eyes on this man, their star wideout. He really stood out in their victory a week ago.
Definitely distinguished himself from the pack, didn't he? I mean, his ability to go make plays, over 100 yards receiving, a touchdown to go with it. And the best part for me, makes it look effortless out there. But you and I both know he's a grinder in practice.
A solid stiff arm. And shutting him off, now open field. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Cousins now on second down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. To another on-target throw. And that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season. And that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you just have to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They run again with Hunt. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, Cousins. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to look downfield for Henry. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Cousins now. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings.
K.J. Osborne.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
On play action, Cousins.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now Cousins.
Finding Henry here on the crossing route. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Vikings are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with it.
There he goes, left side.
Kareem Hunt inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll run again with Hunt. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They run right side with Hunt.
There he goes, right side.
Kareem Hunt.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now out comes Minnesota.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Throwing here, Cousins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Minnesota,